Welcome back to another episode of Fox Files. Today, in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, I'm going to be taking you through a day in my life as a femdom content creator. Recently, I've gotten back into a regular schedule of filming and streaming, and so then it's more exciting, and I feel like I'm getting kind of like almost a high off of like the power and talking to a bunch of that have missed me. But it is really hard to get back into the groove of things when you've been out of it for a while, especially when you work for yourself. It can be really hard to be motivated to get up and film, especially if like you don't need to. Like I do pretty well financially, regardless of if I'm putting out clips, but sometimes you just got to make yourself. I feel like that's where discipline comes in, especially in this job. I've seen a lot of people think that content creation is really easy, not just as an adult content creator, but any kind of content creation, because the idea of it is really easy, but it's having the motivation to get up and do it when you don't feel like it and nobody is making you do it. But that's how you get successful, is doing stuff on days that you don't want to do it. Right now I'm trying to shoot once a week consistently, and usually when I shoot clips, I'll shoot like 4 to 6 clips at a time. I'm setting realistic goals for myself so I don't burn myself out. But then I do usually film a second day of the week, but the second day of the week is not clips. The second day of the week I film stuff for my fan sites or like just take photos and usually live stream that day. I feel like I switch up my looks a lot. Like sometimes I like to do almost like a no makeup look. I think because then I look a little bit more like innocent, and I think that can work well with certain clips. Other times I do like really dark, heavy eyeliner and thick lashes. Yeah, I feel like I kind of play with my makeup a little bit in that way. I don't really do too many colors. I used to do a lot of colors in my makeup, but now it's kind of more just whether or not I have on heavy eyeliner or like red lipstick. I love Rihanna's red lipstick, and it looks like this. It's such a bright color. I'll show you. This is usually the color lipstick I have on if I have on a red. But I really like lip stains a lot too because they're a lot less messy, but nothing that I've tried for a lip stain gives the same wow that a red lipstick gives. You don't really need a lot of products. You don't really need to spend a lot of money on your makeup routine. But there are also so many good beauty tutorials out there on YouTube, on TikTok, for specific things or specific types of skin. I would say for on camera, just having your skin like even, so having a foundation over, giving yourself a little dimension with blush and contour. And if you don't know how to do eyes, maybe just curl your lashes, put some mascara on, and then put something on your lips to define your lips. Men really, most of them don't really know or care that much about makeup. I found that if I went out like this, a lot of men would think that I don't have makeup on, which is funny to women. But if I went out with zero skin makeup on and had my lashes curled and had red lipstick on, they would think that I have makeup on. But yeah, I would say that eyes and lips are the most important to focus on. A little secret. So a lot of people don't know that I wear contacts in my clips. I feel like it's not super obvious because they're really not that much different from my natural eye color. It just makes them pop a lot more on camera, I've noticed. I only have it in this eye right now, so you guys can see the difference. There's really not a huge difference. I just have found that it makes them pop a lot more on camera, and it makes them look a little bit more intense. And boys love the intense eye contact. My makeup collection. Like I said, I love to make my eyes pop, and I love black eyeliner for that. So I definitely have like a little bit of a non-traditional method for eyeliner. So I kind of just take my finger and like flick it out to give like a really soft cat eye. I used to do like a liquid liner cat eye, but I honestly prefer it smoked out like this. My favorite part of my makeup is definitely eyes, especially when I'm filming, when I'm doing these like kind of bolder eye looks, because it really does make such a big difference on camera, especially. So here's the shape I like to get for my eyeliner. I definitely focus a lot on the bottom and smoking it out. And then I might even go over this with some dark brown and smoke it out even more. And then I'll add lashes, and it's gonna be very intense. So I had to switch mirrors because I need to be up close and personal to do my lashes, and I just can't get close enough at the vanity, so I usually come down here on the floor to do my lashes. And I've been doing like individual or cluster lashes instead of strips. I used to wear strips all the time, and I still like them sometimes, but I've just been gravitating more toward these recently. And I feel like especially on camera, they just look so good because they go under my lashes instead of over my lashes, and then you can't see the strip at all on camera. So I'm actually adopted from Santiago, Chile. A lot of people do not know that about me. Some of my do, the ones who pay attention do. I love being a Latina woman. I will say I don't speak Spanish, so I do feel a little bit alienated from the culture sometimes, but I love being a representation for Latina women, especially to show that success doesn't always look like one thing. Like, you don't have to have a certain look to be successful. I think a lot of people think that you have to look a certain way to be successful, or not have tattoos, or just be a little bit more conservative looking, and I'm a great example that that's not true. And especially in the adult industry, beauty really is so subjective. Like, to some people, I'm the most beautiful person they've ever seen, and other people don't like looking at me at all. And I think it's really easy to get in your head about why people might not like you. But I think it's just way better to focus on your fans that do like you, because like I said, no matter what you look like, you are going to be the most beautiful woman in the world or person in the world to somebody, and other people are just not going to like you. But I don't know, I love how I look. I love kind of being like a mix of both. And I would love to learn how to speak Spanish and be a little bit more integrated into Latino culture, and I live in LA now, so it's a great place to do that. I have not been to Chile. I definitely am planning on going back to Chile. I feel like I just need to take like a couple months, honestly, for that trip, because there's so much to see there. Like, Patagonia is there. Easter Island is actually part of Chile. Love it. When I was a kid, I had a nanny that spoke French, so I learned French for a while, which is just so crazy to me. Because I was adopted when I was like 2.5, so I was starting to speak. My first few words were in Spanish, and then I was adopted, and then I was basically like quiet for a while, and then I started speaking English and some French. I did learn Spanish like in school, but I never really felt like confident having conversations with people. I don't know, I feel like that's hard. I'm definitely figuring out my own like Hispanic identity. I've had some people in the Latino community be so kind to me. Especially, I've met some Chilean people who have even given me some handmade stuff from Chile that was so thoughtful. In some ways, it's kind of been an advantage that I haven't ever felt like I belong to like a specific community, because I don't really feel like I'm very tied to what people think of me or trying to fit in. And I think that's a big part of why I got into this industry and why I just don't really care what people think, and I think that has definitely allowed me to get outside of the box and be more comfortable with myself, especially for people in my position who are citizens and did come here legally to talk about stuff like this, because I don't really see a difference between me and like a DACA kid or someone whose parents came here illegally. Like, I was 2 when I came here. I didn't have anything to do with that decision. It was my mother's decision, and just like the DACA kids or kids who came here illegally. So it's very frustrating for me when people talk down on those people, because in my mind, there's not really a big difference between them and me. I don't always like to do the full hair routine because doing my hair takes like 45 minutes. And for me, I really just want these front pieces to be going away from my face for the camera. I definitely do a lot of different hairstyles while I'm filming. I used to be really known for like my big pigtail extensions, if you remember those. But the past few years, I've been doing a lot of kind of just more natural hair looks. And like blowout kind of looks.
I should be in bed with Katrina, but instead I'm when Nina calm down, says.
You're so weak and broken for your mean girl goddesses. How many clips of mine do you have now? I bet you've probably bought like 300, but I've made you delete them all, like 4 times now? I think it would be really funny if you get back up to 100 clips and I make you delete them all again. Hey boys. I'm filming something really hot with I Want Clips today. Are you excited? I know you've all been so excited that I'm back to making content regularly. Are you a new toy falling down the rabbit hole for me? Or are you coming back after quitting again? Yeah, so I just got a new message from a new subscriber. It's always funny when I get like a new subscriber and then messages like, he just messaged me, I love you. So I have a feeling that he didn't just find me. A lot of my delete their accounts a lot, so it can be hard to keep track because they go by a lot of different usernames. But then there's others that have never deleted and have been around for years. I honestly send a lot of audio clips. My favorite to send is definitely audios. He has 23 clips right now. I think he had like 200 at one point, but I've made this delete all of his clips and rebuy them like 4 times now. So now I'm checking I Want Clips. I'm currently number 17 on I Want Clips. I'm back to regularly posting this month. I'm next to one of my besties, Princess Violet. This is another new messaging me. Hi, I just discovered you earlier today and got hooked. I need to wake up early to help my blank go to school, but I can't stop watching your videos. I love your face and your ass. I'll probably send him a short little video. I love when new boys fall down the rabbit hole. What clip led you to me? Which is the one that broke you? I always love to ask that question too, like what clip made you message me? Or if subs message me and they're like, oh my gosh, goddess, I have so many of your clips, I'll always ask like what their favorite clip is. One, kind of for like my analytic reasons, so I know which clips are bringing me in more clients. Two, so that I have a little bit of a feel for that, so I know what fetishes they particularly like or what attitude from me they really like, because some of my videos I'm being really mean and others I don't want to say nice, but I'm not mean. So usually once I'm done getting ready, I'll take some photos of myself, send out some voice memos, send out some short videos, post a little bit on my fan sites or on social media, kind of teasing that I'm filming or maybe what I'm filming for the day, just to get everyone a little excited and on the lookout for what's next. And then I go pick out my outfit. Welcome to my work closet. So this is where I keep all my lingerie, my boots for work, and then I have a bunch of like all of my heels, a lot of my lubes, shoes that I wouldn't really wear out because they're really tall and uncomfortable, but they're perfect for photo shoots and clips. And I'm trying to decide what I want to wear for shooting today. I'm kind of between these two looks. What do you think my would melt the most for today? Now that I'm ready, let's dive into the rest of my day, filming, editing, and answering all of your spicy questions. Make sure to watch the next episode of Fox Files so that you can see what the rest of my filming day looks like. Same time, same place. I'll see you next month.